Well, head out to a local winery to enjoy the great outdoors while you sip and camp.
Don't mind if I do. Dina Kupfer is standing by to tell us more about this.
Okay, for those of you who are not really into like my active lifestyle, when you hear the words sip wine, then camp, does that make it any better? Because I feel like that makes it a little better. This morning we're going to go out to Somerset, which is into the tucked peak way into the foothills, and we are joined this morning by Amy Cray, who is there to tell us more about the beautiful vineyard her and her husband have acquired, and then also the tasting room and then the camping. So let's start first, Amy. Good morning to you. Let's talk about what you all have to offer out there on your property and where exactly this is.
Good morning. We are in South County of El Dorado. It's considered fair play. It's a small AVA. We have a 6-acre vineyard planted to some Rhone varietals and some Primitivo and Tempranillo as well. High elevation. We're located at about 3,700 or 2,700 feet elevation. You can see the alpine trees in the background, a little bit different than our neighbors in Amador. So you're heading up. We're definitely nestled in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada mountains.
Yes, and we are looking at some of the drone video that our photographer Terry Haggart captured this morning. It is just beautiful. Okay, so you and your husband actually were from the Bay Area and recently moved up to the foothills, right? So tell me how this all happened, especially after COVID.
Yeah, we were living in the Mission in San Francisco, and we were producing out on Treasure Island at a co-op facility out there. We had a toddler. We had been sourcing grapes from this region for quite a while, and we started looking out this way. We got bank approval on the day that San Francisco shut down for COVID, so it was like, congratulations. But we continued to just push forward on it, and we moved out here last July. So we've been out here for almost a year.
Okay, so what does it mean that you focus on minimal intervention wines and ciders? Because I want to know more about this.
Yeah, so kind of traditional winemaking where we just let the grapes do their thing. So we don't fine our filter. We don't inoculate with commercial yeast. So we use the yeast whatever's around the vineyard or in the winery. You might see a little bit of sediment at the bottom from not fining or filtering, so it makes them vegan. And then we sulfur, but we only sulfur at bottling. So we continually top up. I don't do it. My husband Aaron does it. He's the winemaker. But we continually top up the barrels so there's no exposure to air. So kind of get some bright, fresh, kind of juicy wines and ciders.
Oh my gosh, well, it sounds amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your process. We're so glad to see that you are now up in the Sierra foothills, such a beautiful spot for you to raise your family, I'm sure. So this again is a place where you can not only sip wine, but you can also camp. So stick around with us, Amy, because in the next half hour, we're gonna talk about how you can go up and do a little tasting and then stay the night glamping style, and also tell you more about where you can find their wines as well, guys. So back over to you. Do I have anyone's attention in the studio?
You have my attention.
Camping with wine tasting?
But I also feel like Dina is just planning her weekend.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And Terry Haggart. We're already booked.
Yeah.